Hey, what's up? Will Hamilton here, and welcome to this free training series on how to win more points at the net in doubles. We're gonna learn how to do that with the help of some of the greatest doubles players of all time, including Martina Navratilova, the Bryan brothers, and Gigi Fernandez. Together, they have won a combined 102 Grand Slam doubles titles, and the way they did that was pretty simple. They were just better than their opponents at getting easy put-away volleys and overheads at the net. So these champs are gonna show you how you can do this at your level, the USTA League and club level. And the way it works is pretty simple. You gotta run a play. If you look at other sports, teams run plays. Soccer teams run plays to score goals. Football teams run plays to score touchdowns. Basketball teams run plays to score baskets. And when it comes to your tennis game, you can run plays to set up easy volleys and overheads at the net. And this is something a lot of tennis players haven't really thought about. I certainly didn't think about it when I first tried to figure out how to play doubles, but it was a concept introduced to me by the Bryan brothers, the winningest doubles team of all time.
You know, doubles is a different sport. Every point we play, we have a plan. We have plays we are running, and we have a playbook that we're trying to enforce on the other team. And this is why we get easy volleys. You know, we don't have the biggest serves in the world. You know, I think Roddick does, or the biggest forehands. Ball striking and athleticism is big, but what we see at the club level is the strategy and tactics is lacking.
So when Bob and Mike told me that, totally blew my mind because I learned singles first. Singles, you tend to be focused on hitting better shots than your opponent, but you just heard from Bob and Mike, it's not about having the best shots, it's about running plays. That's how you get the easy volleys and overheads. So what I did was I took Martina's, Bob and Mike's, and Gigi's favorite plays, and I put them in this thing right here. It's called the Doubles Playbook. I keep it in my tennis bag. And right now, I wanna show you this play right here. It's called the Prague-nosticator. It's Martina's favorite play. First, we're gonna get out on court. Martina's gonna show you how to do it. Then we're gonna come back here and we're gonna go deeper into how this play works.
There you go. Keeping the ball low and through the middle.
Keeping it low through the middle. That one was a body serve. It's sort of body or on this side of the court that you're kind of going for there.
Exactly. Either side of the body is good.
Yep.
Or then their forehand will either come this way if it's a really good serve, and if it's not that good a serve, she may go again right at my partner, which is where I want her to go.
And you hit this volley here. The ball was basically right down the middle of the court, so that was very much a poachable ball in a live match scenario,
yes.
Kind of the perfect return
and
that you're looking for.
That's where, again, the height, yeah, that was a great return, by the way. And then my volley is, even if she poaches, I hit the ball so low that if she poaches, she's not hitting a high volley.
Got it.
And if she doesn't, the ball is bouncing short and low, where again, the back player doesn't really have that good a hit on the ball.
That's actually a good point. So let's imagine that you were on the other side of the court. Where would your volley have landed? The volley you hit, like, so if we're just reversing it, like you...
I think it landed about here, I don't know.
So it was low and it was just difficult for kind of both players.
Maybe a little bit deeper, but it was a low ball over the net.
Yeah.
That's where the volley, I think, needs to be, you know, there's a little window that you're aiming at over the net, and it certainly is not much higher than about this.
Yep, so you want to keep it low, but from that ball, that one was bounced a little bit shorter than some people might expect, because a lot of times you hear volley it and have it.
Well, that's the thing. You hit a really good volley. You hit a good deep volley, and the ball's bouncing here, right? And this would be considered a good, decent deep volley. It's okay.
Yep.
But the opponent's here. The ball's bouncing right here. Bam! She's got a high ball, and she can hit it anywhere. Now I force her to take a couple steps inside the court. The ball is low. What's she gonna do with this?
Sure.
What's she gonna do with this ball? I would much rather see my opponent hitting the ball from here than hitting it from here. So the short ball, McEnroe was brilliant at that. It's the Newt volley. Kind of no pace, Newt.
Oh, Newt.
No pace, low ball, and forces you to come inside the court. Now the net is much higher for you.
Forces the returner to come in. Because one of the things you see all the time is hit that first volley, it's high and deep.
That's the worst.
And then that ball, they can do anything, but they can chuck it up. And that's what you always get like a second shot lob at the recreational level.
Exactly, and that's another thing. If you keep the ball low, you really can't lob off of that. Not very well.
Not well, sure.
It's gonna be a ball that you put away. You're not gonna hit a good lob. Again, when you're inside the court, it's really hard to lob from here.
Sure.
Yeah, it's much easier to hit the lob when you're down here.
Get under it.
And get under it. Down, up. The low ball eliminates so many options for the opponent.
Okay, so let's walk through this play step by step. You can see there's 4 diagrams here. We're gonna walk through each diagram. FYB's tech whiz, Adam Szyminski, is gonna put them on the screen as we walk through this play. We've got a bunch of icons up here. This is our team down here. We've got the server, server's partner, villains up here, returner, returner's partner. And the play starts with the server hitting a body serve at the returner. And you want the returner moving to the right to hit a forehand. So they're gonna be moving this way, but hitting a forehand. That's key. Get to that in a second. And then the server is going to serve and volley. So we can see that's the first diagram here. It's on screen there. If we get to the second diagram, this is one of the key things I learned from Martina, and we're gonna expand on this concept in the third free training video. But this is one of the absolute best times to poach, because when you get the returner moving this way, moving to the right, but hitting a forehand, they almost always will pull that thing cross court like this. It is very, very difficult to be moving this way, but then push that forehand down the line. And because of that, it allows the server's partner to be very aggressive and poach. Do not have to worry about the down the line. Don't have to get worried being beat in the alley. So frees up the server's partner to poach, and you can see that's what we got in the second diagram here. So let's say that the ball gets by the server's partner and comes back to the server. Well, the server's partner would retreat, first of all, come back to their position. But now the server, you can see in the third diagram, has one of 2 volleys they can hit. And the first volley is a deep volley there. And then the second volley is a shorter volley, that newt volley Martina was talking about. Let's talk about the deep volley first, because once the returner has moved over here, they have to come back over this way a little bit to honor the open court. The server could volley over there, so they need to move over to mind that. So if you hit a deep volley, the returner will have to stop. They're moving this way, they have to stop, turn around, and hit a backhand. That is a really tough shot, a very defensive shot. So what's often gonna happen is the returner is gonna lob that ball. So the server would continue to close, but stop around the service line. The service partner, if they saw this, would actually maybe want to take a few steps back, drop into coverage, because that's gonna be a weak lob. And the service partner and the server are now in position to hit an easy overhead and the point. Now, if the server elects to hit that newt volley, the short, low volley down the middle, then what happens is very different, because the returner now has to move forward to get to that ball, and the ball is now low below the net. So in this case, the server's partner would not drop back into coverage. They would hold their position. The server would continue to close, and they would stop in the middle of the service box. And now both the server and the server's partner are in perfect position to cover any attempted passing shot from the returner, right? Again, the ball is low below the net. They've got all the angles covered. So the trick here is just to make sure the server and the service partner are in the right position in the middle of each of the respective service boxes, so that when the returner hits up, you are able to hit down on the ball. That is an easy put away volley as long as you position yourself in the right position. And then if we come to the fourth diagram, you can see that there's just 2 returner icons, one here and one there, just representing the 2 options that you're gonna run into when you use the Prague-nosticator. And you can see by running this play, you had multiple opportunities to end the point at the net. The serve set up an easy poach opportunity for the server's partner. The volley deep set up an opportunity for an easy overhead. And then the short volley, the newt volley that Martina loves, set up an easy opportunity for either the server's partner or the server for a put away volley, a high volley up at the net. So what I wanna do right now is send you this play, this actual diagram you can print out and put in your tennis bag. And I got another play I wanna give you as well. And this play is called Checkmate. I know a lot of y'all don't serve and volley because you're trying to avoid tough volleys from no man's land. So I want to show you, or I want to give you rather, a play called Checkmate. It's right here and it is the serve and delayed approach version of the Prague-nosticator. So if your volleys are a little suspect, you can just skip them and use an approach shot to run this play. So the way this works, you're gonna get, again, the Prague-nosticator, checkmate. You're gonna print them out, you're gonna put them in your tennis bag, but then you need your phone to make them work because you're gonna open up your phone's camera, you're going to point it at this QR code in the corner here, basically a fancy name for a barcode. And when you do that, you can see a link has popped up. I click that link, and then it takes me to a web page where Checkmate loads up, and you can see I'm just explaining how to do it. So I think that's pretty cool. And if you want to get your hands on it, just leave a comment below. Let me know your #1 challenge when it comes to playing the net. Maybe you watch too many poachable balls whiz by you. Maybe you don't know how close you should get. You get lobbed. Whatever. Just let me know in the comments below, and I will send you a message on Facebook where you can get these 2 plays. If you're watching on YouTube, look at the description, and I explain how to get a hold of this stuff. But that's about it. Thanks for watching this first video. Second video is coming up. We're gonna show you another awesome play. We're also gonna bring in the Bryan brothers, who are gonna show you one of their favorite drills for actually practicing this stuff. So if you play in a USTA league or at your club and you guys have practice, well, this drill is gonna be awesome, an awesome addition. So that's about it. Thank you so much for watching this video. I will see you guys in the next one. Just leave that comment and I will send you these plays via a message.